Okay, so hey guys, this is going to be my Q&A video, like a chit chat video. So I asked on Instagram some questions that you guys wanted me to answer. So I took some questions from there, and a few of you guys left questions under my last video. So I wrote all the questions down that I'm going to answer. So yeah, the first question, did I say question? The first question, not in any order, I just, picked questions. So it's gonna be a little all over the place, but it's alright. Okay, so for real this time. Okay, first question is, what is my zodiac sign? My zodiac sign is a Leo. Yes, I'm a true Leo. Like, there's no denying that at all. Second question is, why did I start YouTube? Now, this is kind of like a weird question. Like, why did I start YouTube? I didn't really discover YouTube till like late 2009. Maybe like the summer of like 2009. Yeah. So summer of like 2009, I had just had my baby. Like in the spring. Is he a spring baby? Oh, I had him in the spring. So I don't know what I was doing, or I don't even know how I found YouTube. Like, I used to look at YouTube like a long time ago, like 2006, 7 and stuff like that, just for like music and music videos and stuff like that, and songs and lyrics and things like that. But I didn't know that there was like another side to YouTube till like later. And I don't even know how I found it. Like, honestly, I don't even remember how I found YouTube. Like, I just don't remember. But after I did find it, let me tell you, I was hooked. I was hooked. I watch it like every day for hours and hours and hours. Like, I just kicked the camera. I could be on YouTube for like, oh my god, like from sunrise to sunset. I would be on there looking at videos like, oh my god, where have I been? Like, this is amazing. Like, it's amazing. So after watching for a while, I was looking at like everybody in virgin hair, and I want to say this was when virgin hair was known. Like, it was there, like it was very there, but it wasn't as big as it is now. So I was just looking, like way back then everybody was like buying like Laniques and the Indian Hair Company and companies like that that aren't as popping now because there's so many other companies out here. But I was watching when people were doing videos on stuff like that. So after watching for a while, I decided to buy some virgin hair because I was only prior to that just wearing like beauty supply store hair. And so I was like, let me get some virgin hair. So I did my research like we all should do, and this is turning into not why I started YouTube anymore, is it? Long story short, I started YouTube because I was just watching everybody else, and I'm like, I could talk about hair, like I could do this, I could do it. So that's why I started, because I just wanted to, and I felt like let me put my input in it. Like, let me learn something and teach somebody else something at the same time, because a lot of things that I do now, like so many things I learned from YouTube, like makeup wise, hair wise, DIYs, like YouTube, like it's crazy. And do I want more kids? Absolutely not. What inspires me? Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I get inspired by like the weirdest things. Like, I can get inspired like looking at something like gorgeous, like a tree blooming flowers. Do trees bloom flowers? Like, I don't know, just looking at pretty things and listening to music. Like, certain music just gets me hype, and I'm just like, oh my god, yes, Lakia, you need to get out there and do this. So like things like that inspire me. Or if I see somebody else doing something amazing, that inspires me to do what I want to do. So a lot of things inspire me. I try to really inspire myself, if that makes sense. Like, does that make sense? I don't know. My favorite hair company, I would have to say, is Princess Hair Shop, because I've had a lot of hair from Princess Hair Shop, And I can tell you that when I think of my favorite hair company, I don't think of like, you know, like the hair was, you know, nice and the customer service was okay. I think of a company that is all around great. Like, I think Princess Hair Shop is an awesome company because, for one, she actually cares about her customers. And if something is not right with your hair, you let her know. She will check all the hair. She will get your hair back, send you some different hair. Like, she really cares about, you know, her customers, and her customer service is great. She always has sales. She always does giveaways. Like, if you watch any of the people that's done reviews for Princess Hair Shop that's been sent here, she always does giveaways. So that's what I really like about Princess Hair Shop is, you know, she does get back to customers and her customer service is awesome. I haven't seen one review on YouTube about her customer service being horrible. So if I was to invest my money in a company, I would definitely want to invest my money with someone who responds back to emails, who is interactive with clients, like people who actually are buying the hair, and, you know, doesn't blame, you know, someone else for, like, say you get a bad batch or something is just off with your hair. Like, they're not just like, oh, well, what did you do to the hair? You know, they're like, okay, you know, very understanding. So I really like that about her. So I would definitely recommend Princess Hair Shop if you want to, you know, invest your money in a company that you know isn't just gonna leave you hanging. What was my first MAC product? I'm actually wearing it right now. My first MAC product was Ruby Woo. That was my first MAC product. And I've only had one Ruby Woo. Like, this is my Ruby Woo that I've had since, when did I buy this? Like 2011. Either like 2010 or 2011. And this is how much I have left. So, I mean, this lipstick, it lasts a long time. So, yeah, this was my first lipstick. I was actually working at Macy's when I really started getting into makeup. And what I love so much about Macy's is the makeup discount. Okay, so on top of that, like, when you open credits, like, get people to get a Macy's card, you get incentives like Macy's money. So it'd be like $3, $5, $10, and, you know, it adds up. So I will always use my Macy's money and go to MAC and buy some makeup, because I think it's like half off. Like, you know, you can use up to half of the price of what you're buying. So I think I was getting like lipsticks for $7.50, because I think, yeah, $15 lipsticks, they were $7.50 with my Macy's money. So that was super awesome. So I was like, let me buy some makeup. So yeah, okay, liquid or pencil liner. I like pencil liner for my waterline, but it has to be creamy. It can't be like stiff. And I like liquid, or no, I don't like liquid. I like gel cream eyeliner for my lash line. How old am I? I get this question so often. A lot of you think I'm like some 17-year-old high school student, but I'm 23. I'll be 24 this year, this summer coming up. Yeah. Biggest pet peeve about being a YouTuber. I want to say about being a YouTuber, I would say the backlash that YouTubers get. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. I feel like people just like think so negatively about like YouTubers. Like, I wouldn't even say like YouTube guru, like YouTubers in general, like they're looked at so negatively by some people, and I don't understand that, because like we're all in this, I just bit my tongue, we're all in the same position. So I mean, anybody can get on YouTube and be successful if you're, you know, anybody. Like, I had no idea I was going to get on YouTube and it was going to turn into this. Like, I don't think anybody does, because when I started 2010, I actually made my YouTube, actually had a YouTube, like I told you, like way back in like 2007. I made a new one so that I can change my name, because my name was like so dumb back then. So I made a new one, and then I started making videos. And my first video was about IndianHair.net, because that was the first virgin hair that I purchased. It was affordable, and I was like, let me just go with this company. So that was the first hair that I bought, and that was my first video about that hair. I I took that video down because my first video I wasn't even talking. Like, I looked so retarded. I was just sitting there holding the hair like like I was just so shy, and I was like, oh my god, I'm talking to the camera. But now it's normal now, I guess. Okay, first time buyer wants to know lace closures or silk base closures. Now, I would say I'm actually wearing a lace closure. Like, the part is crooked because I wanted like a little jagged part. So lace closures are nice, but even if you do bleach the knots, you know, you still have like those little holes in it, so it really doesn't look that natural if someone was to, like, you know, look like really like look at your hair. But silk base closures are nice because the scalp is already colored and they don't have like the little holes of the lace. It's just flat, so it actually looks like hair is coming out of scalp. So silk base closures are really nice. I think I'm going to try that next because I've had a couple of silk base closures and the ones that I had were like okay. So I think I'm going to look around and find one that I like and see how that goes, because I think they're better than lace closures just because they look more natural. Like, the scalp looks more natural, like it's not gritted or anything. Next question is leave out or closures. Either or. I like to wear my leave out sometimes and I like to wear closures sometimes, so it's just personal preference. Would I rather live without makeup or weave? I would have to say I would rather live without makeup because I love hair. Like, I love changing my hair and I just love hair extensions, so I would definitely leave the makeup and keep the weave. What does my hair do while it's under my weave? Absolutely nothing. I don't braid my hair underneath my wigs, so my hair just be chilling. Like, it's just chilling under a stocking cap, and then I put the wig on top, so it's just there. Like, I take my wig off regularly, and I do like moisturize my hair. I use serums and I use Bronner Brothers pink lotion. Is it pink lotion? Yeah. So I use that on my hair sometimes, but I do wash my hair every week. So yeah, I don't do braids because then I'll have to take them down, and I don't know how to braid. So if somebody braids my hair, I'm gonna have to keep them in for a long time because I don't know how to braid that good. So yeah, it just be chilling. It's just chilling. Advice for new YouTubers, like what kind of camera and lighting and all that to use. I would say if you're thinking about starting a channel, just do it, because I felt the same way. I didn't ask anybody like, should I do this or should I do that? I just did it, and I didn't tell anybody that I had a YouTube either. Like, I didn't tell anybody, like nobody. All the people that I know, they found my channel on their own, and yeah, like my parents found my channel on their own. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't promote my channel because I was shy, and I was like, I don't want people that I know to watch me, so I didn't tell anybody. They just found out on their own. And every time they tell me like, I watched your video, I'm like, why? Don't watch my videos. Like, I don't know, I just don't like it when people I know watch me. It's so weird, especially if they watch it while you're like sitting there. It's like, watch something else. So yeah, my advice, camera, get what's in your budget. Like, you don't have to go out and buy a fancy Canon or anything like that. You can get you a regular point and shoot. I would suggest getting one that does have HD, just because HD just gives you a very clean and crisp video, especially if you want to do like makeup tutorials and things like that. And I will also get one that autofocuses, so if you wanted to like put something up to the camera or something, it will automatically autofocus. Like, I could say one thing I do not like about watching videos is if the camera doesn't focus and they're like going like this and you can't see it. Like, I really hate that because I'm like, what does it say? I want to know. So yeah, I would say that. But otherwise, like, you know, just buy what you can afford. About lighting, when I first started my videos, I would just use like regular lights, and a lot of my videos were washed out because I was using regular lights. Like, now I use the daylight light bulbs, so those emulate like outside light. So I use those. Sometimes I'll use natural light. My natural lighting isn't that good because there's a lot of trees around. So now I've invested in, I wouldn't even say invested, because these umbrella lights were very, very cheap off of eBay. I think I got one for like $24. So I got two for $48. So around like $50 for two umbrella lights. It comes with the umbrella, it comes with the stand, and it actually came with the light bulb. So if you're interested, I'll try to see if I still have the seller that I got it from, and I'll put it in the info section below. But you don't have to go out and buy like fancy $400 lights. Like, you don't have to do that, you know, unless you want to, unless you got it like that, then go ahead, because I know I want a ring light. But those are expensive, so I'm going to put my little money to the side and invest in a ring light, because it's much smaller. Like, I'll be having to get the umbrella and get the stand, and it's just like so much to do. But yeah, so how to deal with the hate comments. I really don't like deal with it. Like, I'll read it, and honestly, I think to myself, okay, this person doesn't know me, so the things that they're saying is really irrelevant. And I just ignore it. Like, I really don't care. Like, if you know me personally, like, I just don't care. Like, I really don't, because in my mind, I already know. In my mind, I know who I am, and I know, like, okay, a lot of things that I do, people aren't gonna like. So I really don't care, and neither should you. If that's one of the things that you're afraid of with starting a channel, afraid of the comments that you'll get. Like, there's always going to be that 1, 2, 3, 4. It really doesn't matter. You know, just keep doing what you're doing, because if you don't even reply, like, they're just going to go on to the next person and leave some random rude ass comment. So I wouldn't even worry about it. Favorite music, artist, genre. My favorite music is R&B. I really like R&B. I like hip hop. I like rock. I like pop. I like some country. I like a little bit of everything. So yeah, my favorite artists, I wouldn't even say I have a favorite artist. There are some people that I listen to more than others, but I don't have like a favorite. Like, if there was somebody that I would say I love the most, it would be Rihanna. But I don't really listen to, like, I'm not like a hardcore Rihanna fan. Like, not of her music, more of her. Like, not really of her music, but yeah. Products that I use when I flat iron my hair. When I flat iron my hair, I do use heat protectants all the time. I use I don't even have it with me, but I use the It's a 10 Miracle Shine Spray, and I use a light serum by Biolage. I'll put the names of those in the info section so you can find them. How often do I apply heat to my hair? Not that often, because if I just have gotten, does that make sense? Not often, because if I've just gotten a relaxer, I don't need to put heat on my hair because it's already straight. So I just make sure that I tie my hair down at night and my leave out is flat. But if I haven't been relaxed and it's like nappy, I'll flat iron my hair once, and then I'll just tie it down, and I'll put serums on my hair at night and tie it down so it'll be flat. I don't use heat often because it's really no point to, unless you're like natural or something. I don't know, but I don't use heat that often. Suggestions for someone trying to start a virgin hair company from a customer's point of view. I would say, let me see. I would say read other customers' comments from different hair companies. Watch numerous reviews, good, bad, and try to pick up where some companies slack. Like, you know, I mean, you can't just wake up and say, I'm going to start a virgin hair company and buy some random hair and not know anything about it. Like, not even know how well the hair is. Like, if I was to start a hair company, I would wear the hair for almost a year probably, so I can give you a real lifespan on the hair. You know, like, not just say, okay, I'm gonna start a hair company, I'm gonna buy some hair from Ying in China and she said it's good, so I'm gonna say it's good. Like, no, I would test out my hair for a long period of time. I would let other people test it out for a long period of time before I decide to just, you know, get out there and sell it. But I would definitely read reviews, watch video reviews, and just, you know, try to pick up where some companies lack. Like if you see a lot of reviews saying customer service sucks, they don't answer me when I call, they don't answer my emails, make sure your company interacts with them customers. Email them back as soon as they email you. Well, not soon as, like, you know, make sure you're answering people back in a timely fashion. Like, you know, don't just take somebody money and not say thank you for buying my hair or whatever. My favorite stores to shop at. I do a lot of online shopping, and if I'm not online shopping, I pretty much shop anywhere. I like Target, I like Marshalls and Forever 21 and Love Culture, and H&M has to be by far my favorite. I love H&M. I like Urban Outfitters, American Apparel, just pretty much anywhere. Like, it really doesn't matter. I like a lot of stores. So yeah, but those are the main ones that I'm always in. Always in. Does YouTube get overwhelming? It can. I wouldn't say YouTube gets overwhelming. I would say I post a video and I'm like, okay, I'm going to post this video and I'm going to go run some errands. And I come back to reply to the questions and the comments, and there's like 300, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so behind. I got to answer all these questions. And I'm answering questions from recent videos. I totally forget about the videos that I posted like months ago and people are still commenting. So I'm like trying to respond to all videos. It's really hard, especially if you have a lot of videos. So I would say that's the overwhelming part, is actually replying to people, because I do try to reply to as many people as possible, because I hate when I comment on someone's video and they never respond. And it's like you just never, like, not to, you know, just me, like, never respond to anybody. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I know it gets overwhelming, especially if you have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You can't reply to everybody, but at least reply to some people. Like, you just don't reply to nobody. Like, that just makes no sense to me. Like, what are you doing it for if you're not interacting with people, if you're not answering their questions or saying, yeah, thanks for that compliment, that was so awesome, Jackie, you know what, whatever. My race is black. I'm black. Do I recommend a full head sew-in or a wig? I haven't had a sew-in since a long time ago, so I would say get what you like. Right now I'm into wigs and clip-ins, so I would say for me, no to sew-ins, because I really hate when my hair is braided up, because it itches and it's really tight, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to take these braids out like right now. So I don't even think I have the tolerance for a sew-in. If it's like really tight, I don't have the tolerance for it. So I would say wigs over a sew-in, definitely. What inspired me to love hair? Well, I've always loved my hair, and I didn't really like get into weave, like really get into weave, like until after I got out of high school, and I just wanted to experiment with my hair. So that's when I really started to love weave and actually, like, you know, be like, ooh, I'm gonna buy this weave, or ooh, I'm gonna get me some extensions. But like back then I wasn't really doing like what I do now. I was doing like quick weaves and like glue the tracks in your hair, like part your hair and glue the tracks in. I don't do that anymore. I don't think I will ever glue tracks in my hair anymore, and it wasn't damaging. I would say if you know how to do it and you take it out the proper way, like, you're not gonna rip your hair out, like your hair is not gonna fall out. You know, you just have to know how long to leave it in. Like, don't glue some tracks in your hair and leave it in there for like a month. Like, of course your hair is gonna fall out because you left it in there for a month, and glue is bad for your hair. So when I was doing it, I was leaving it in for like a week or 2 weeks, and I would take it out, wash my hair, get all the glue out, and I would just do it again. But I would take care of it, you know. I wouldn't just, and I didn't use a lot of glue. But yeah, I really started to love weave, I would say about 5 years ago. Did my lip ring hurt? It did not. I absolutely love my lip ring. I've had it in since 2008. yeah, I had my lip ring since 2008. I did get it pierced on a different side because when I was giving birth, well, not even while I was giving birth, when I had to go to the hospital to give birth, I had to take all my piercings out. So I had to take my lip ring out, and when I remembered, it was like 3 days passed, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot to put my lip ring back in. So when I tried to put it back in, the hole was closed up. So it was originally on this side, and yeah, so my hole closed up. I was so sad. I was so sad because I loved it. So I told my boyfriend I wanted another one, and I was like, I want another lip ring. I don't remember what it was. He was like, what do you want? And I was like, I want a lip ring. So he paid for my new lip ring, and yeah, I've had it ever since. So I've had it for 2008 to now. I've had it for a while. So yeah, it didn't hurt at all. The healing process was very easy. Like, at first, when you first get it pierced, they give you the long barbell, so it's like it does get caught like on your teeth because it's flat back, so like it'll go up and it'll get stuck on your teeth because it's long. But like after like a week or two, just switch out your bar to a shorter one, and that won't happen at all. So I love it. Didn't hurt at all. Not at all. I forgot what I was about to say. But yeah, I had got mine done at Psycho Tattoo. I don't know if Psycho Tattoo is everywhere or if it's just in the Atlanta area or Georgia period, but I got it done at Psycho Tattoo. I think it cost like $65. It was expensive. It was like $65. And I know people talking about $20, and it's like, psh, not out here. I paid $65 for this lip ring. So, yep. My edges. Y'all always want to know about my edges, how they be so slick, and they don't be slick all the time. Like, don't let this fool you. Like, my edges do not always be laid, okay? They be laid when my hair is nice. Like, if my hair is doing nothing, my edges is doing nothing. So we all know about Hicks. I've been using Hicks on my edges, and a lot of people are like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? I would say yes. It's only $14.99, $15. I know it's cheaper if you get it on Amazon or something, but I've had this for a year, and I still have, it's a whole lot of hair in here, and I still have quite a bit left. So it lasted over a year. So I would say dish out that $15. It's gonna last you a long time, unless you're like edges for my whole head. Like, if you use a lot, then of course you're gonna dish out more money because you're using a lot of product, but you really don't need a lot. Like, I've only used edges for my edges and like to lay the front edges, like the front of my hair down when my relaxer's grown out, but I don't use it like on my whole head, you know. So I mean, it says edges, so I would only use it on my edges. So I really like that. But lately I haven't been using the edges just because, you know, I don't know. So lately I've been using regular old brown gel, and the one that I use is by Care. I've had this for so long. I love this gel so much because it smells so good. It just looks like this. I've had this gel for a long time, but I love this one. I don't use any of the other ones like Pro Style or anything like that. I used to, but this one holds so much better and it smells really good. So I use this one, and this is the Care Protein Styling Gel. This is my favorite. I love it. So this is what I've been using for like the past months, and you guys are like, your edges are so laid. I'm like, oh, thank you. So I will say that when my hair is relaxed and my edges are straight, I don't put anything on them but like some water, and then I'll tie my hair down. But when my relaxer is growing out, I do use that on my edges. So right now I don't really need it because I had a relaxer like 2 weeks ago, so my edges are still pretty fresh. So yeah, this concludes this video. If you guys have any other different questions that you want me to answer, just let me know. And yeah, if you're wondering about what I got on, these rings are from Forever 21. This necklace is from H&M. This watch is from Michael Kors. It was my Valentine's Day present from my boo-boo. This shirt is from Romwe, and it just has like American flag print on the sleeve. It's just a basic white t-shirt. My hair is the Princess Hair Shop Eurasian straight to wavy. It's flat ironed and curled a little bit. My closure is from Magic Hair Company. It's the Virgin Indian Wavy Closure. And of course it's been flat ironed. And yeah, I have a review coming on this hair. Not anytime soon because I haven't been wearing it that long. But I can tell you that I do love this hair. It's awesome. I do have in quite a bit of hair. I have in almost 5 bundles, but not really 5, like 4 in a little bit. And I do have on a closure. So this is a lot of hair. This is a lot of hair. I have in 2 29s, a 26, a 25, and some of a 23. And I have a 14-inch closure. So it's a lot of hair and I'm loving it right now. This concludes this video. If you guys have any questions, just leave them below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.